To all those people who were expecting a rap video this evening, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. First of all, I would like to thank God Almighty, and I'd like to praise His name for my son and my new daughter-in-law, Jon and Q-Pei, who have just found each other, and we've seen this relationship develop over the last few years, and it's so wonderful to see. I also want to praise God for the good weather today. 9 months ago, when we started talking about this, we said, sure rain one. January monsoon season, sure rain one. And we've had the most perfect conditions today. I want to thank all of you for braving the uncertainty, braving the long and winding road to be with us today. You honor us by being here. Thank you.
We are clapping for you.
As many of you who are Star Wars fans, this is episode 3. This is episode 3 in the Low Family Trilogy. And it's the last episode. So again, thank you for coming to celebrate with my family. Number 1 and number 2 have been such a great support for Jon and Q-Pei. It's just so heartening to see the boys come together. And this is something I have been trying to compose the whole day, and how to say thank you to the people who have created this environment for us to enjoy today. This, I think, as somebody said earlier, this one you pay money for, but we've had good friends of Jon and Q-Pei who have just come forward to create this wonderful environment for us today. The name that just sticks in my mind is Melissa and Kenneth. Where's Melissa? Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, everything happens like clockwork because Melissa says, "Are you ready to do your speech now?" Thanks so much. It means so much to us. And of course, the setup teams, most of them the epic builders, the master builders. Please give yourself a clap. Thank you so much. And then, of course, the decor teams, the logistics, the planning teams. My house has been a hub of activity for the last 3, 4, 5 months. And this is what we get today. And I tell you, Honey and I were just observers. All these kids come to the house and they're planning. They got a screen, they got flip charts, and so, and we all just, wow, like that also can. So it's wonderful. Thank you for, and I suppose half of you here actually had to work for your dinner. I know you all came yesterday, did all the work, and then we let you have dinner today. So thank you very much for your commitment, for your loyalty to Jon and Q-Pei. Again, you honor us with your time. And to all the other guests, thank you so much for coming. It's been a long and winding road to get up here. Luckily, no traffic jams or minimal traffic jams. So we thank you for being here with us. I also like to say thanks to Jon's elder brothers, Jon Ming and Ken, who've been such a great support to Jon. Last night we had to. They all had to, stay in the house because this morning they had to wake up at 5 a.m. And they all decided we all sleep in the same room, in the same bed.
For the last time.
and probably for the last time. There were many, many years when, because we don't have a great big house, that the three of them actually stayed in the same room, on the same bed, and shared so many experiences together. So I'm very pleased as a parent to see the three boys still at this point in time to look after their little brother and share this experience together. So thank you very much to Jon Ming and Ken. And of course, all this could not have happened. Jon Ming, Ken, and John would not even be here today if not for my wife and life partner, Honey, who is always there. Lots to say in the background.
Nothing to say now.
And those of you who see this yellow bow tie, and somebody said, Uncle, I like your yellow bow tie. I said, when your wife tells you to wear the yellow one, you do not argue. So Jon and Q-Pei, that's the lesson as well. Q-Pei, you've been such a wonderful addition to our family. I got to tell you this story. About the first time I met Q-Pei, 2012, we were renting a house because we were renovating our existing house, so we were renting a house in Taman Tun. So I, as I normally do, burst into John's room unannounced, without knocking, and I just walked in and said, "Hi, John," and he went, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he had his computer open. He was Skyping. I said, "Who are you Skyping with?" "Oh, my friend in India." So I said, show me. So I looked at the screen and there was this girl who is now so familiar to us, but at that time said, "Who's that?" My friend. Now tell me who Skypes somebody in India. And I think Q-Pei, you are on assignment in India, and they just couldn't be apart. And thanks to technology, they continued to communicate. I suppose this is a follow-on from Kenneth's. Yeah, okay. So Q-Pei, you've come to our house so often, and it's been so great to have you in our family. And we just, come more often, okay? I know you got your own house now, but please come to our house more often. Okay, now about my baby son. Johnson, where's the tissue? Because we can't talk about baby son without crying. And it was so wonderful just now when they said their vows. And I told Johnson earlier, please get the tissue ready. Please get the tissue ready. Yeah. Okay? And yeah, it was good advice and it worked out well. So at this point in time, Melissa, have you handed out the little sheets of paper?
Yes.
Okay. All of you would have a little sheet of paper. Oh, I don't have a little sheet of paper. And you're not going to get a rap video today because we're going to do it live. I've never done it live before. So if I screw up, please just screw up with me, okay? Okay, so I want you all to help Honey and I do this rap. Okay? No sing song lah, no sing song. So this is the chorus. Yeah, this is the chorus. I'm not sure if we can do that. But the chorus is sung at various points in time during the bigger song. So let's just practice this chorus. If I can ask our sound people to play the demo track 1. Hey, don't pray, okay? This one serious one. Huh? You think so easy, man, to be rap daddy? Okay, it's a 4/4 beat. Okay, it's a 4/4 beat. I'm gonna tell you when to come in, huh? Okay? Hashtag Jon Calvin, let's celebrate till dawn. Best wishes for tomorrow and the days beyond. A new adventure is now switched on. Come on everybody, we're queuing with John. Have you got that? Okay, one more time. Okay, this is the third one. This is the fourth one. Hashtag Jon Calvin, let's celebrate till dawn. Best wishes for tomorrow and the days beyond. A new adventure is now switched on. Come on everybody, we're queuing with John. Okay? You got that? So y'all are going to help me do this thing lah. Wait ah. Now the rest of it I got to take out another piece of paper. Okay? Mr. Soundman, track number 2. Okay? Shh. John, I will miss waking you up each morn. See you yawn, then a hug so cozy and warm. I still see you as the day you were born. Our baby John will soon be gone. We're so proud of the man you've become. You've achieved so much and then some. You seized the world with your quiet charm, a filial son to dad and mum. You followed your passion with the guys from Epic. The prospects were bleak, but your dreams were big. It's really so great to see you guys click. It's hard to beat. What an awesome gig. Q-Pei may be small, but her heart is tall. Smart and quick, she's always on the ball. Loyal and steadfast, she'll never let you fall. But alas, our John, she has totally enthralled. Hashtag Jon Calvin, let's celebrate till dawn. Best wishes for tomorrow and the days beyond. A new adventure is now switched on. Come on everybody, we're queuing with John. Welcome, dear Cubes, to the Low family. We're so blessed to have daughter number 3. We love you more each day we see. We entrust to you, our little baby. A new year, a new life, you're now man and wife. A lasting bond, you both must strive. Each day a sacrifice, not just the wallet size. There is no price to strong family ties. A new year. Your hearts open, you both will discover the joy of marriage, for worse or for better, to love and to cherish, for richer or poorer. Hashtag Jon Calvin, let's celebrate till dawn. Best wishes for tomorrow and the days beyond. A new adventure is now switched on. Come on everybody, we're queuing with John. Don't forget now, your mom and your dad. With brothers and sisters, we can all WhatsApp. Invite us over for a dinner and a chat. We are family, no matter where we're at. We lift you up to Almighty God in prayer. His richest blessings you both will share. Comfort and joy when you are in His care. May His grace cover you every day and everywhere. Hashtag Jon Calvin, let's celebrate till dawn. Best wishes for tomorrow and the days beyond. A new adventure is now switched on. Come on everybody, we're queuing with John. Hashtag
Jon Calvin, let's celebrate till dawn. Best wishes for
tomorrow and the days beyond. A new adventure
See you,
is
Jon.
now switched on.
And a hug.
Come on, everybody, we're queuing with Jon.
I still see you as the day you were born.
That's
Our
track number
baby
3,
Jon.
kill.
Will soon be.
Rap Daddy, Rap Daddy. Shh.
Thank you so
Jon
much for
Kawin.
participating with me. This is in honor of Jon and Q-Pei. I hope they. I'm going to give this to them because a lot of advice in here. No? Yeah? And I hope they will take to heart what you all have said together with me to them. Thank you very much.
Rap Daddy, that was awesome. I think you just leveled up. You went from video, you went to opera, and now it's live performances. That's great. I think everyone's been sitting down for a little bit, including the bride and groom. You've just been sitting there like kings and queens. It's time to make you work. So we would like to invite Jon Ming and Q-Pei up for a few games, and also we'll pick some people out later for another game. Yeah. So Sam, who's also another Heng Dai, he'll help us out. We'll get 2 chairs in the middle. All right, shoes at the ready. Both of you. Jon Ming, do you have both shoes? Okay. Q-Pei, shoes ready? Great. All right. First question. Drum roll. Who is the best driver? Not that women drivers are not good, it's just that Jon Ming's a little better. Second question. Who is the better kisser? Woo! Very smooth, Jon Ming, very smooth. It's true. Keep on practicing. Q-Pei, you might get to his level at some point. Now the third one. Who can drink more alcohol? Jon Ming, I notice you are quite red right now. How many wines have you had? Really? As you can tell, people, they're pretty in sync so far. Yes. Who said I love you first? Oh! Okay. So who started talking about marriage first? I don't know if you know how fast that was. It was like instantaneous for Jon Ming. Okay. Now I'm going to open this last question to everyone. You don't have to take out your shoes, so keep it on. But if you think it's Jon Ming, just shout Jon. If you think it's Q-Pei, just shout Cubes, okay? Who wears the pants in the relationship? Now, Jon and Q-Pei, please tell us what the actual answer is. You can turn around and look. I think you guys need to talk about this one right here. There's a little power imbalance in this relationship. Great, thank you so much for participating. Maybe you can help her wear her shoes. So the whole purpose of this game is to see how well Jon Ming knows his wife's hands. So he's blindfolded now. If you have rings, if you have any accessories, please take them out so that it's a fair game. He's going to be blindfolded. He's going to walk around. He'll have 2 chances. You can take 2 turnabouts, and you will have to feel their right hand that they're putting out. Wait. We'll bring you there. All right. Okay. So, Jon Ming, there are 5 girls in front of you. 5 beautiful girls. They all have their left hands out. you have 2 chances to. Sorry, 6. There's another one. You're very popular. Feel them up. 2 chances. See which one's your wife. Now the second hand. Now the third hand. Now the fourth hand. Please do not giggle. Now the fifth hand. Choose wisely. It might have repercussions. So, you didn't even get to the last one. Good job. Thank you. Good job, John. And I guess I'm here representing the groomsmen, but also groomswomen, as you can tell. Sam, Jonathan, Hansong, and I think we've known John collectively 64 years, if you calculate all the years that we've known him. So we've been through many phases of his life, of our lives together. We knew John when he had braces. We knew John when he didn't have braces, and then when he had braces again and didn't have braces again. Multiple times. I think he did it like 3-4 times until last week in time for the wedding. So we've been through multiple cycles with you. But I think there's a lot of stories that we could share tonight, given that we've known him for so long and we've been childhood friends. But of all the stories that we'd like to share, I think there are just 2 things. Ooh, hi. I think there's just 2 things that we'd like to share with everyone because we think it's what inspires us most about Jon Ming. And the first one is actually courage. So a lot of people have alluded to this before, but the Jon Ming that we knew when we were 7 or 8 or 10 years old was a very shy, very timid little boy who never really spoke up unless he was spoken to first. And it's very deceiving because as quiet as he is though, John always had a very, very sure sense of self. And I think that's come through over the years. A few years ago, you wouldn't have seen him speak so eloquently, sharing such beautiful vows in front of everyone, such a big audience, to a point where all of us were crying, which was quite embarrassing. But you also wouldn't have been eating Mexican food under a hipster tent with all these candles in front of you because the Jon Ming that we knew back then might have given in if anyone had said no. But the fact that you have all witnessed the beautiful vows that were exchanged today, sitting under this beautiful tent, eating Mexican food with, I think that's bamboo cutlery, yes, truly hipster style, just goes to show that Jon Ming has truly come into his own. He's done that by stepping out of his comfort zone and by courageously following a path that is less traveled, so to speak. And I think he has truly found his own calling in life because of that. Many of us, young and old, still struggle to find that balance between what we love to do, what we think we want to do, what we think everyone else should, think we should do. And I think when it comes to Jon Ming, it's very clear with him that he's found what he loves to do. And he's fought for actually sticking to it, which we all have tremendous respect for that. And so, sorry, I keep on running over a kid. But you can tell I'm not ready for marriage or kids yet. But I think all of this calling has come in the form of Random Bean, of Epic, and of course Q-Pei. The most change that we've seen in Jon Ming throughout the whole 10 to 20 years that we've known him, it's actually been in the last 3 to 4 years, ever since knowing you, Q-Pei. So just know that you've been a very big part of this change, and you found courage that Jon Ming has found. Now, the second thing that we find most inspiring about Jon is his passion. So he's probably one of the most capable persons that we know, because everything he sets out to do, he puts his heart in it. And he wants to be the best at what he does. So from teaching himself how to build websites or rock climb and do random things with wood, he really puts his energy and his soul into it. And you can be rest assured, Q-Pei, that it will be the same for his new chapter in his life, in your marriage, and in building a new life with you. To close off, I'm just going to share some words of wisdom from Mama Lau, my mom. So marriage is sometimes not the fairy tale that we hope it to be. Mistakes, big and small, will be made by both parties. And the journey of give and take can be a very long one. But I think for Jon Ming and Q-Pei, with all the courage and all the passion that both of you share in your relationship thus far, I think this journey will be a unique one, and it will be your very own fairy tale that you'll create. So congratulations from all the Heng Tai. We really love you, and we're really happy to have Q-Pei as part of the family too.
Thanks, Jon. And last but not least, we have heard a lot of speeches tonight. We've heard a lot of good things said, a lot of wise words said. I think we'll all like to hear from the bride and groom, wouldn't we? Good evening, everybody. So I wrote a line here. Please state how you feel today. Just because I wrote this last night, and I wouldn't have known how I felt today. And there's so much emotion. There's the chill in me who's just like chilling, waiting, going around, relaxing. And there's the excitement that I'm going into a new chapter. There's the excitement that I'm building a new home with a new family. And there's the honor of having all of you here. So the feeling that I have is just, I can't say it. It's just, so maybe I can, it's a lot. So maybe I can just start off with how Q-Pei and I met. I know it's been shared, but this is about the journey between us. So the first moment I met Q-Pei, I kind of knew that she was the one. She was the one that was the shortest in the room. She was the one with the most heartwarming rainbow eyes when she smiles. Yeah. The second time I met Q-Pei, I definitely knew she was the one. That although she is the shortest person in the room and always looking up to other people, literally, I look up to her because I think she's the most caring and thoughtful soul I've ever met. And now I just don't want her to grow any taller because she's perfect the way she is. Though very soon I realized, so after I met Q-Pei a couple of times, there was so much more to life with Q-Pei than just dating and doing fun projects together. Somewhere along the journey, we saw a signboard up ahead. It said, "Where are we going with this?" There was another signboard that says, "Wow, this year got so many weddings that we're attending, huh? I wonder when." And the biggest signboard, super huge, it said, "We're almost 30, you know. Do you know the complications that will arise when women turn 30? Do you know by then how painful it will be when we have our first child? Do you even know how babies are made? You only did sub-science in school." Yeah, so that hit me lah. And and also there was meeting the family. And as we've come to know it, our two families bring very diverse cultures together and beliefs. So we had to learn a lot. At times I would blurt out things at the wrong time or be very oblivious to what I'm supposed to do or what I'm not supposed to do when I come over. And at times Q-Pei would find it in my family so weird that my family can just sit all day lounging and just chatting and living in a house that's utterly messy. So there were tough times, definitely, rocky roads. But after all, I wouldn't flinch to say that it was all worth the trip. Q-Pei and I look back at our life together and we wouldn't trade away the times we've had, like our little playtime that we have at Random Bean, making decor come to life, and building beautiful furniture pieces. And like when we got so angry at each other until we didn't eat, drink, or sleep properly because we were actually angry at ourselves. Well, at least now that we'll be staying in the same house, we can probably just fast and pray together and not eat and not sleep together. So I'd just like to propose a toast with all of you tonight to celebrate our bittersweet past, our blissful present, and our anticipated future. Please raise your glasses. Everyone, come together. Just raise your glasses. So it's been very prim and proper the whole night. I thought I wanted to infuse a little Asian in us. What do you guys say? You know what's coming, right? You know what's coming. So this is a toast to our family. This is a toast to Q-Pei and I, and especially a toast to all of you for being here. So on the count of 3, we're gonna do a yam sing, yeah? You guys ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. So before I hand over the time to Q-Pei, I just have a few thank yous to say. Yeah, you may be seated. These are really special people. Before I let go of the mic, to our dearest wedding A team, our beloved A team, Daniel and Anna, Hadi and Aida, Daniel and Anusha, Nixon and Rong Rong, Vanessa and Ryan, Eddie, Maddie, George, Priscilla, and Fully and David. Thank you for coming up here early yesterday to make our dream day come alive. You guys have always extended help at a moment's notice, and you will always be in our hearts with an indebtedness to you. To my macho groomsmen, who brought me on a journey to becoming a real man, not only a few nights ago, but for the many years I've known you. It's been a good experience. You've been there for me when I wanted to experiment on things, when I needed someone to talk to, and when I faced socially awkward situations. Yeah, we did have clean fun, don't worry. Yeah. Also to our lovely bridesmaids for protecting Q-Pei and exposing her, bringing her the livelihood that she always needed. We'd also like to thank Kenneth, who is the MC for the night, and Melissa, who is our faithful coordinator. Melissa, where are you? Thank you so much for the whole wedding. Kenneth and Melissa got married almost 3.5 years ago, and we are just so blessed to have them by our side in all of this. And lastly, Q-Pei and I would like to thank each one of you, a very select 100 of you, for taking up the challenge of coming to this remote area to witness Q-Pei and I commit our lives to one another, and for being an integral part to our lives. I hope you continue to enjoy the night with us as we take in the new year and start this new chapter together. Thank you.
Okay, I think Jon Ming has said all the thank yous. but I'm just going to share what I feel today, this morning, and also to say a thank yous that he's missed out as well. So as no, it doesn't start now. So as I woke up this morning at 4 a.m. and decided to write my lifelong vows to Jon Ming, I always remember this anxious feeling. Not because I was going to pledge my life to him, because I already knew I was going to do, but it was the excitement to see the end result of everybody's part in the wedding. I think most of you, almost each and every one of you has actually contributed to the wedding in some way or the other, and we're really grateful. This year has been a wedding marathon for the most of you since we're at the wedding age. But like all we hope is that you feel like you are what makes tonight a wedding celebration. Like, thank you for being patient with us. Making your way all the way up here to this highland is one of your greatest gifts to us. You guys truly showed us what dollars and cents cannot buy, and we are forever grateful. So I think Jon Ming missed out thanking the vendors. It's not easy to get vendors up here. I just want to thank Milan and partner, our photographer, Foxing, and Ken, Andrew, sorry, videographers, the Mexican team, the GWAC caterers. Are they still here? No? Okay. Thank you for making your way to join us here. We hope that you will continue having fun taking shots of us and this beautiful place and beautiful people, as we are always full of surprises, right? You should know by now. I think our photographer shared that he actually used 6 SD cards today when usually it only takes 2. So expect a lot of pictures, guys. And last but not least, my darling husband, Jon Ming. Thanks for choosing the right one. To some it is clear, but to those who doesn't already know, time will tell that he only has eyes on me. And also the wooden logs by the roadside. So if you spot any, just call us. Thank you, guys. We love you.